and we should be live. Welcome, guys, to the ESB CounterStrike show. This is for ESL Pro League. This is the last day of uh, Group A. So it's kind of cool. But I'm quickly sharing out the stream to my Twitter, my Discord, and my Facebook group. So give me 2 seconds while I finish doing that, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the slate for tomorrow. And before we jump into everything, ESL Pro League is still gonna just started, but I just want to show this off real quick, because this is a little bit of big information for Counter-Strike coming up. So every year, or mostly every year, Counter-Strike has a major tournament. This year it's supposed to be in Stockholm, and they are actually getting closer to being able to meet the restrictions in order to do so. Sweden has eased travel restrictions for esports players, so we might be able to have a LAN major this year, which is fantastic to hear. So you'll probably get a big crowd and everything like this, like we've had in years past. So that could be pretty cool to see. But they're getting closer to that, and that should be really interesting to see how that goes down, because this is the first time that I would have seen a live tournament. Because the ESL Cologne was a LAN tournament, but was it really? It was LAN, but it was in person, like no crowd. So I don't know. But we get to go ahead and look at the slate for tomorrow. We have 3 games, all of them starting at the same time, 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. So we can jump into that. Some results and stuff from today. We got in the early game, Spirit smacking Bad News Bears, got their first win in the tournament. That's good for them, but both teams are eliminated. We'll go over all that stuff in just a minute. But Spirit did exactly what we expected to. Yeah, today's games. I got the win from the under in that Spirit game. Unfortunately, I lost the Heroic sweep. They lost map 1 to Ents. I did end up betting Heroic after map 1 and was able to go ahead and cash that. So that was kind of nice to get. It was a nice little plus money live betting situation, so I was able to get that. And then Vitality swept Astralis, pretty much what I expected. I wish I bet the sweep. I just bet them to win at -169, cashed that one as well. So good to see there. Really happy with overall how today's slate went. But we'll go ahead and look at some matches for tomorrow. First one we'll go ahead and look over is this Spirit and Vitality game. And this one has little implications. Doesn't really have much to play for. We get Vitality, who's currently 3-1 in their group, and we get Spirit, who is 1-3. Spirit officially knocked out of the tournament with Ents' win today, so no good for that side. And Vitality, if they win tomorrow, they're guaranteed the number 2 spot regardless, I believe, even if they finish 3-2, because the only team that beat them would have been Heroic. Spirit, I don't see them beating them, though. So looking at this game, Vitality, I think they just come in and sweep. Spirit, come back next time, see what you could do against the rest of the teams. You were able to win the one map off of Astralis, and you were able to beat Bad News Bears, who have lost all 8 maps that they've played in and have a round differential of -74. So for this one, I'm going Vitality to sweep. I think that's just the better spot in this one. I got that at a +152. Spirit's dead. They're not going to play well tomorrow. Vitality, are proving that this player break really helped them. And post player break, Zywoo could be a very dangerous player in the time to be. Next up, we'll go ahead and look at this Ents and Bad News Bears game. Ents a big favorite at a minus 2,000. Bad News Bears plus 825. This is the biggest spread of the tournament so far, and for good reason. Bad News Bears have not been good. They've lost the they've lost the 4 games that they've played this year, and they've only reached double digits on one map, and that was against Astralis. Other than that, they've been held to under 10 rounds every single game that they've played. Not particularly good. On the other side, we get Ents, who has been a very surprising factor, and Ents is going to have something to play for in this game. If they win, they clinch a spot and they're in to the playoffs later on. Bad News Bears, obviously, they're playing for a sponsor. They want to try to get a bigger org to back them, so they can have a little bit more financial stability. It's not going to happen this tournament. I just see this one being blowout. Shut up, Nick. No, not even close. Come on. Be realistic here. Minus 2,000 isn't going to get you much. Ents should win this one. They should roll over them. I don't expect Bad News Bears to get to double digits on either of these games once again. So for this one, and there's no way you're betting the minus 2,000 on Ents. And the Ents to sweep is a minus 323. No value there. The best line for me on this one, I grabbed this game to go under 51.5 rounds at plus 103. It's essentially saying 51 rounds a game. So 51 rounds would be 25-ish. 51 divided by 2. Yeah, 25-ish rounds a game. So 6'9", 6'10", something in that ballpark. I'm not expecting to see Bad News Bears put up many rounds tomorrow. Ents is going to get this one. I wouldn't be surprised. 16-5, 16-5, something in that nature. Ents should easily win tomorrow. Last game of the day, we get Heroic and Astralis. Heroic has clinched that one spot. They will automatically be playing in the quarterfinals of the playoffs, they get to automatically go to the quarterfinals. They don't have to play in the 2-3 games, which is good for them. So I'm not sure if they're going to be super motivated. Obviously, they're going up against their own country mates in Astralis, so I can guarantee they're going to want to win this one. Prove that they're the superior team in Denmark. And looking at this Astralis team, they have not been good. Absolutely not. They won their match up against Bad News Bears, and they were able to beat Spirit. Other than that, they've lost to Ents. They've lost to Vitality. I think they lose to Heroic tomorrow as well. There's just nothing telling me that Astralis can... I don't even think Astralis puts up a map against Heroic tomorrow. I have Heroic to sweep. I got that at a plus 135. So all 3 of my bets tomorrow will be plus money. So that's kind of nice to see. But no, there's no way I'm backing Astralis in this one. I really just don't like them. Heroic should be able to take care of business easily. Astralis still has a chance to make the playoffs. They need a win tomorrow, and they need a miraculous win from Bad News Bears against Ents. So Astralis is out. Vitality is clinched. Heroic has clinched the number 1 spot. I believe Ents is a win and you're in. And then the rest of the teams have been eliminated. So most of this stuff has been clinched already. And there's not really much going to be separating. Not much movement unless a big upset from Bad News Bears tomorrow. So keep that in mind. It's just you took Vitality money line and minus 1.5. Heroic money line and the minus 1.5. And under 53.5. You did under 53.5 for the Bad News Bears game, I'm guessing. So I don't mind that. But yeah, I just figured quick video today, quick stream, a little bit earlier, just because most of these games, there's not going to be much motivation behind them. So just tread lightly with tomorrow. But once again, just to go over my plays real quick, I got Vitality to sweep tomorrow. I got Ents to sweep, but obviously I'm not taking the minus 323. I like this one to go under 51.5 rounds. And then Astralis and Heroic, I have Heroic to sweep at a plus 135. But that should wrap it up for this stream. I know it was a quick one. I know tomorrow I'll be back. I'm going to try to find somebody to do the show with me because tomorrow will be the stream for Group B. There we go. Of this ESL Pro League, we'll be seeing G2, Virtus Pro, Complexity, OG Fours, and Sinners tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Be ready for that stream. I'm super excited to get to Group B. But for right now, that should do it for the stream. I want to thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in ESL Pro League tomorrow with the rest of Group A. Good luck, guys.